I've heard horrible things about the daily deal sites. How do I use sites like Groupon or Living Social to ensure new customers come back? That's a good question, and I definitely have a lot of experience with the daily deal sites, and good experiences and bad experiences. And for us, it was really about working through it. And, very early on, we used Groupon. We were featured over 100 times on Groupon, probably the most featured business the first year of Groupon that they had, because we were able to feature in all cities that we delivered. So we featured in Miami, we featured in Fort Lauderdale, in Baltimore, in Washington, D.C., in New York, in L.A. So we were literally featured all the time. So for us, in the beginning, we had to navigate around it. In the beginning, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. So we told Groupon, hey, sell 20 days. And then we're like, why would we do that? We have to give Groupon all this money. Why don't we just sell one day, and then we'll have the customer, and the other 19 days will be full price if we can get the customer to convert. So you really need to, depending on your product, navigate around the restrictions. We moved to Gilt, and Rue La La. We felt that our product was better off in Gilt and Rue La La. And again, you have to understand that Groupon was not the Groupon it is today. When we used Groupon, it was one deal a day in a city. So when we were featured in Miami, our product and our marketing material went to all 80,000 subscribers in Miami. Later on, Groupon changed the way their business model was, and then they featured 20 or 30 people, and they split up the 80,000 people. So again, just because it works for us doesn't mean it's still going to work for you. And really the point is that you need to stay on the forefront of technology and web and really make sure that you're there early enough that you could take advantage of the things. But when we moved to Gilt, we said, hey, why don't you put in the terms new customers only? Because we would see that old customers and current customers were finding the deal and they were buying it. And then we were giving money to Gilt or Rue La La when we already paid for these customers, and they were already customers of the Fresh Diet. So we went to Gilt and we said, hey, new customers only, and they were willing to play ball. I mean, they said, okay, new customers only. So although there are some issues with Gilt, with Groupon, with these daily deal sites, there's a lot of people that are not going to return. They're just, want to buy a daily deal and they don't really want to use the service or buy the product again. I still think that overall there is a nice percentage, whether it's 10 or 20% that you will convert to real customers. And I feel that, at least for us, and I think a lot of businesses, the ROI, the return on investment, is better than other marketing materials. Marketing spending, at the end of the day, you don't have to cut a check like you do if you were going to do a direct mail, if you were going to do a TV commercial. Here, you're pretty much going in with no money down, and you obviously have to give a percentage, but it's in your hands to come up with the price. And another piece of advice I would give to startup companies, maybe someone that has not launched their website yet, has not launched their product, actually take daily deal sites into consideration when you're pricing your business, because the daily deal sites will take a look at your site and they will say, okay, well, it's $60 on your website. We want to give it for $40. So if you're brand new and you're going to plan on doing daily deal sites, I would start by maybe bumping your retail price up, knowing that you're going to go for the daily deals and you're going to have to give that discount. But if you bump up your retail price, that discount won't hurt as much. And another thing I would recommend is to definitely negotiate with the daily deal sites. They will come sometimes and say, we're going to split 50-50, but you can negotiate it. You potentially can get 60-40 or 70-30 and get more money in your pocket.